Okay. Alright, I'm a little late, but I want to open this stuff. I need to keep it away from the camera because it has my address on it. And I might try it on stream. Oh my god, dude, this thing... That was my cell phone. Fantastic. This thing is sealed. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Extra shit. Wiring stuff. Not the wiring stuff I needed, though. Hobby knife. Anything. Okay, so... So this... Get the orcs out of the way. We're doing some orc shit right now. I probably need to put a battery in this. No, I don't. Oh my god. It takes it. Bro, provided a battery. Okay, so then that means all I need to do is provide power. What's up, Dr. Goggles? And a light. So let me make sure that's not on. Let me pull a light out of here. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that last time. I should already have something. Okay, we have a white light. I'm kind of upset that that wasn't what I thought it was. I thought it was insulated wire. So I guess I'll have to run to the hardware store tomorrow. Okay, so this is the receiver. And like I said, I'm going to kind of redneck wire this. Give it a couple twists. It's low voltage, so it doesn't really matter that much. Nope, not what I want to attach to. Attach this to here. It's not really the volts that kill you anyways, it's the amps. Okay. And plus I want to extend these out as well. So the way this works, as soon as I keep the wiring together, I don't want to permanently wire it, and I don't want to use wire nuts because there's not any wire nuts that I have that are small enough for this. And none of my 3D printed bits are ready. So, that's power on. There's power to it right now. Watch what happens when I do this. Ah! No, I'm kidding. On. Okay, it is on. I can actively dim it. You can't really see it. You can see it like that. I'm actively brightening it and dimming it. It's fantastic. That's exactly what I needed. Now I need 3 more remotes and about 5 to 10 more of these. I have an idea. It is to do like the Necron kill team, and like have the areas be non-lit up, and then like if you break through a wall or you go through a doorway, the areas would quote unquote light up, and I'd hit a button, and it'd be like entryway 1, entryway 2, and then the area would light up, and then you put the stuff in. That'd be dope as fuck. That'd be dope as shit. Yo, you guys, YouTube pay me more money. I'm getting, this is getting too nerdy. It's getting too nerdy. Let me take a battery out of this just so it doesn't sit there short-circuiting. That's from the one dude. Okay, I have to keep this all together. What's going to become the electrical box? Fuck. This can be the electrical box for now. I can put that away because it's not needed. So hell yeah. That, not only that, but I can do the lighting setup I want to. Because, oh, I just took it apart. I have something else that showed up today as well. And I'll test it out later when it's dark, because that's really the only best time to use it. I also ordered, howdy Josh, a silicone, ow, diffuser thing. And let's not throw my address on screen, please. I don't trust these people. All right, so perfect. So all this is silicone tubing, and you'll put an LED light into here, and it'll displace it instead of it just shining. It'll like run throughout the light more. Now, with the way I'm going to have to do it, unless I was to get multicolored LEDs and fish it, well, you can't see it. Unless I was to get multicolored LEDs and fish it down, then I would have to literally drill a hole, insert an LED light. Yeah, I would have to do it like that. Well, I technically could. But you can cut these to whatever length. If I remember right, this is 9 feet. So, that'll be plenty. I'll just toss that away for right now, because we got orcs to paint. This is 50 feet of Christmas wire that I thought was not this. I thought it was insulated. It really kind of made me mad, I'm not going to lie. Oh my god, is it actually insulated? Hold on a second. Crimson Fist tomorrow. You'll paint your Kit Bash captain. So, so the Kit Bash video is getting pushed off. Turns out it's going to be a multi-video of things we Kit Bashed this week, because I have to Kit Bash everything for this weekend. Nope, that's metal. That's not insulated. Lies! Also, I found it. I founded my fate the Ultramarine. It was under my desk, where I thought it was. Okay, couple things. One, any Warhammer news today? Yesterday they talked to orcs, so I imagine there's more actual 40k news. Nope. Nope. Nope, no, no. Gives me more time to paint. Well, this guy only really needs his blue jeans. This man's done. These are really the only 3 that we need to get done today. These I gotta take apart, and I'll just do that off stream. But we'll see how far we get on this. If tomorrow's a rain day, we're just gonna chill and paint and kit bash and stuff. It's looking like it's gonna be. Storm's supposed to start overnight, and we shall see. And if it's dumping rain, then I don't have to do anything. I don't have to go in a fucking grain bin anymore. Oh, it's amazing. But other than that, how are you all doing today? I'm not gonna lie, it's been a hot. And then it cooled down. It was very weird. It was very hot this morning, and then it cooled off at noon. And if you're not in, I don't know what country would not do that, where it cools off, or gets warm in the morning, and then stays even warm in the afternoon, then y'all are weird. Oh, there was a Spaniard here. There was a Spanish person from Spain in the stream this morning. He was chit-chatting. Oh, actually, he was on Twitch. So you have a fellow I'm trying to think of what y'all are called. Latinese? I don't know, that kind of feels racially charged. I guess, oh, no. I was going to say, I guess technically I am, but no, not really. Okay. Don't tell me that's a piece of metal. Well, it's not gonna be a piece of metal. Yes, the arch traitor, Spain. Hey, at least they're not French. You know they never win 40k battles. I surrender! I wonder if that's a very American bit. Also, if you missed it, we debased this orc model. I did it this morning, and I ripped the motherfucker right off the base. I forgot I superglued him, so I broke the base. But mind you, that's a quick, simple patch. So, that's from Orktober last year. It is the war boss for the old combat patrol, and I'm going to probably rescue this mini, and I'm going to try to rescue the others, because I could paint this way better. I can paint this way better from a year ago. I know I can. I know I can. I know I did things wrong. There's too much orange and blue. There's just stuff that I need to go back and be like, do this right, and all that stuff. Because it doesn't look as good as it should. It doesn't meet my quality standard for myself. There's that. Yeah, I remember painting him was like, oh yeah, this is really fun. It's coming out really nice. And then I got to look at him now, and I'm like, we're gonna go ahead and switch him up. But I'm not going to lie, I'm also super tired. So we'll see how many of these we actually get through. I'm going to try to do as much as I can. Because like I said, tomorrow, if I don't, well, I'll probably do some of it off screen. But tomorrow I'll be working on trying to get kit bash stuff ready. Where is the gunmetal metallic I used? Because I used it this morning. Dark gunmetal. That's black. There it is. Let's see. That. Oh fuck, I forgot that's tomorrow. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, the warband. I know I'm gonna be such a crazy person to say this. The warband's kinda ass. Or the war bond. I don't even think the armor looks good. Because I didn't notice it. If it was just straight green, would look fine. Would look fine. They put camouflage on it. And I'm all like, nope. If you're gonna do Imperial Guard, don't put camo on it. Only their tanks have camo. So I'm kind of like, it's not as cool as it should have been. Also, bro, they could have definitely just put a chainsword in the fucking game. But we have a regular chainsword. I don't care. Put another one in. Make it one-handed. If they would have did that, nobody would have bitched about it. There's not enough. When you have a thing where you need to make, how many is it? Like, you need to make, let's just say, for instance, you need to make 15 things. 5 per. Don't have 9 of the, or I'm sorry, like 5 of those things be fucking cosmetics for your hell pod and shit. I've always kind of had a gripe about that, where it's everything's like, oh, news cosmetic for this, and I'm like, brother, I don't give a fuck about that. I could give less of a fuck about the exosuit that I never use, or, well, they're gonna start doing it for tanks now too, now that I think about it. So it's very, and that's it. When I think Melta, I'm thinking it's shooting a superheated ring of plasma at somebody, or whatever the fuck the material is. Not, it's a blowtorch. Think more Space Marine 2 and less Helldivers 2. Because Helldivers 2, it does just look straight up like a blowtorch. Tell me I'm wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong. I'll fight you. I'll fight you. It looks exactly like a blowtorch. No, it's not. Also, the las gun's not correct either. The las gun shoots bullets, and that's not right. The las gun is supposed to be something that shoots. I can't think. Why can't I think? It's supposed to shoot a beam, like a laser beam, not like Star Wars, but they're supposed to be like a beam that starts here, ends here, and everything in between that beam was atomized. That's how that's supposed to work. Like the ones in any other thing. You go play Dawn of War, you see laser beams constantly going across the field if you're playing as them, and it's like, yeah, fuck yeah, this is cool. And then they show that super lame shit where it's just like basically bullets. And lasers are in the game. That's the crazy part. Laser guns already a thing. So just make it red and do it that way. I'm not asking for much here. I am going to do this man's shoulders blue, though. But, yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, I totally forgot about it. But, yeah, we'll probably play it some. Just to look at it. Honestly, could have did Catachans instead. I would have been happier with Catachans. You could have at least just put a fucking machete in the game then. And been like, alright, there's one of your weapons. Everybody would have like... It would have been like, what was it, Telltale games, where it would just be like, everyone likes that. That would have been the simplest, easiest thing for them to do. It's just be like, oh, here you go, Catachans, machete, done. I know I'm spitting straight facts and all, but it's not, it could be, I'm not going to just sit there and say that it's the game developer's fault. It could have been GW just being like, we only want these things in your game. Because, if you really think about it, all the Krieg stuff went to Rust. So are they like trying to Fortnite-ify 40K out of like, sell our rights to here, and here for this, and this? So, like, other than the two uses of everything else, so, like, what's going to use Catachan? What game could be like, yep, those are Catachans? And it's just curious. Even in the Armageddon video, they're like that? I didn't know that. I guess I haven't watched the Armageddon video in a while. It's like it's just constantly on repeat as you paint. Must make them look that good. I didn't even check the 3D printer. What am I doing? Alien game. Oh, that was a mistake. Good thing it's yellow. Did I do red eyes for my orcs? I don't want to get up and grab one. They're so far away. Actually, good painted ones are not close. I'll just use yellow. So, anyways, the kit bashing video probably just got put off until I'm done with all my kit bashes. And then I'm going to record everything. I need to figure out a way, and it might be a very simple way of get a capture card, is record this, which is what you're seeing, without OBS, so none of the overlay or anything gets applied, so I have a blank slate of just film footage where I could just comb through streams, re-edit everything, and then turn streams into videos. No. No. You didn't have to do that. That's just more fun for you guys to, like, show off your kitbash models and that. So it was just supposed to be more of a fun thing for you guys to show off your models. Okay. I did get to finally see the newborn baby that my cousin and his wife had. It's very funny. Now, I'm very large. What's up, Chris? I'm a very large man. 6'2". I'm sorry, 6'1", and 270 pounds, right? And their baby could fit in this desk mat. Not a preemie baby or anything. And they're just all like, we need you to hold the child. And I'm not going to say the child's name, obviously. We need you to hold the child so we can take a picture of this, because she looks so tiny next to you. And I was just all like, oh, you've handed me a child. Ah. I was like, I don't know what to do. I was just holding it with two hands. Just, like, ah! Oh, kind of a dick move. Still shoots before the video. Stuff deadline? The deadline's been shifted. The deadline's been shifted because I realized I didn't have that much kit bashing footage, so I'm like, if it's gonna be a true kit bashing video, might as well include all the kit bashes for the other stuff. So it's just gonna be like all the stuff that I kit bash from the Dark Angel Patrol, which includes Tau stuff, Tau weaponry. I am kind of excited to finally use those 2D prints. I've had them for a while. Yeah, because it was literally just 3 minutes of kit bashing, and that was it. That would have been a fucking the whole video. All right, I cut this arm off, cut this, and then glued this together. That would have been the whole thing. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not going to be the whole video. I put down yellow paint, and then proceeded not to use it. Black and gold. And that's an actual possible fire call. I need to actually look at that. It's a smoke detector installation. Yeah, I've seen people do that, as a matter of fact. I'm pretty sure I've seen somebody do the World Eaters black and gold, because they were like, oh, if we just paint all the trim gold and base paint it black, it's going to look good. Yeah, somebody's fire alarm, or fire, not alarm, but fire alarm needs to be put in. What a wild sound alert. That's from Metal Gear Solid. Actually, it's from Metal Gear 4. The one that got a remake recently. It's not that wild of a sound alert. It just goes off consistently like that because, well, it can possibly be an emergency. Okay, so he's just rocking a revolver. What's up, Sith? What's up, everyone? So glad everyone's here this afternoon on this very tiring stream. Fucking got off work at 5:30. I'm like, I need to eat something and take a quick shower. I'm not gonna lie, as soon as we're done with stream, I'm passing the fuck out. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Like I said, I hope we get done with all 3 of these today, but I don't have to be done with them. I still need other stuff to do. Howdy, Excalibur. Oh, the orcs in the denim. Well, I don't know why the denim's so shiny. How did the baby blue jean shorts turn out? These didn't turn out as shiny. Is it the light? Hold on. Okay, no, they're shiny. I don't know why they're shiny. Bro starched them jeans recently. Looks to be brown skinned with orange highlights. Need that dark gunmetal for the revolver barrel. Give him ocelot stripes, or give him like ocelot stuff. Call him revolver ocelot. Nobody said that in chat. I just thought that. This is revolver ocelot. Engravings give you every tactical advantage. Oh, it's a revolver. Okay, so actually, very interesting way to reload this. There's one of 2 ways that this gun reloads. I know I'm breaking down the actual real working of a fake firearm that's even faker because it's an orc gun. One of 2 ways. It doesn't look like it's a break action gun because there would be a little thing right here that should allow it to break. So what he can actually do is pull this pin slightly forward and then just shove a new cylinder in and then pull the cylinder back. That was what made the... Give me a second. The Army single action Colt revolver. That's what made it so popular, was you could just hot swap cylinders in like a second and then you'd have another 6 shots. I know my Americanism is showing. I haven't played the remake. I didn't want to spend that much money on it, I'm not gonna lie. I did forget that game was 3rd person, though. That was very, very much a weird reminder. Because I played the original on PS3. Done. Let's get him on his base. He sits on a 32. And I gotta paint his toes. Printing and resin. You got some pre-supported models that you need to scale down 80%. You think those supports would be sufficient enough to survive printing? Do you have the unsupported models? I will tell you. Oh, you're scaling it down 80% though. That's risking it. That's risking it. It's the game you dreamed of. Well, I can tell you when it first came out, it was not the game you dreamed of. I played it on launch, and it was ass. I remember getting it and playing it with my friend and being like, bro, this game fucking sucks. You convinced me to buy this game on PlayStation of all things, and I never got my money back for it. And then it got good. For free. It got good for free. It wasn't like another game where you're like, oh, buy like these 5 DLCs and the game will finally be good. No, it got good for free. Okay, he does have these like little heel guards. Boots with the spurs. Das whole club looking at hers. The insects with gems on them. I remember I would always, like, when the game got fun and good, No Man's Sky, I remember always, like, finding worlds with, like, dinosaur bones on them and, like, ancient stuff, and I would just treasure hunt all day. And then I would realize that it was nighttime, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I gotta go to bed. Because, like, I would do it on a day off, and I would just treasure hunt all day. And that was so much fun. Bro's got them shiny pants. Ooh. No. Cyberpunk is still not fixed. Okay, because I got proof of this. I just actually recently started playing Cyberpunk again. I haven't played it since the original horrible launch and everything. And you know that, like, after you meet Jackie and it plays this little intro of, like, you guys doing stuff in Night City? That never happens for me. It's always them walking outside, A-posing on an unloaded street, and they're walking around A-posing and looking at other people. And I'm like, this isn't the cutscene I'm supposed to see. And then I always just skip it. It is funny, though. I will say that. Maybe we'll only get one more of these done today. Like I said, I'll need something to paint in the morning. Yeah. Yep. That was the very early things of Sony's crap. But then Sony actually issued refunds of that game. Very, very surprising. Resupport them manually or send it. You could, if you have enough room on your print bed, and if you have unsupported models, what I would tell you to do is I'd tell you to just 50-50 it. Scale it down 80%. Do an unsupported version, but obviously support it. And then with your other one, scale it down 80%, pre-support it, and see if it would actually print it. Because you'd be surprised. The biggest problem I have about it being pre-supported and then you adding more supports, sometimes those support connections aren't the greatest, and they're not actually quite thin enough, so they'll leave a bunch of little rough bumps. So it'll be like whatever you 3D printed has acne. So that's the way that I think that should go. Thanks for the sub. Are those the demonettes from the Are those the demonettes from the big file? Taking the model as a sports touch, scaling down. Oh, scaling it and scaling down by 20%. I thought you were scaling it down to 80%. 20% is totally fine. I'm like, bro, you're scaling it down 80%? What the fuck are you 3D printing? No, it's from MMF? Okay. Because the demonettes should also be in that big file. And all of our lighting stuff showed up today. So I get to play with that. And I can start doing mini showcases again. I haven't been able to do that because I'm like, I'll wait for that new lighting stuff so I can get the lighting setup done. And I just need to, I need to not spend money on Warhammer this week. I need to be responsible and pay stuff. Like bills. Also, I'm trying to think of the way to do the meme format, but for 40K. And it's the friendship ended with blank. Blank is now new best friend. And so it's going to be like friendship ended with armies, or like army. How can I do it? How can I do it? Because it's perfect for the people who like see the new shit and be like, oh, orcs, or exodites. Like that's exactly what I'm thinking in my head, being like, oh, friendship ended with Space Marines, new friendship with Krieg or whatever. Like just that. Me every time I don't want to paint the same thing again for the 50th time. Friendship ended with Space Marines, new friends, Krieg. Some of y'all aren't going to get that meme. That is a meme from 2014. It was back when I was in high school. It was over 10 years ago. Oh. Okay. Are we getting fun? Ended. Friendship. Painting ended. Armageddon box. New painting project. There. That's how I gotta do it. I gotta do it as a painting project. Painting project over. New painting project. I think I'll just get this guy done too. Like I said, I'm not in a rush. I just got to make sure everything's kit bashed for tomorrow for Sunday. Saturday. It's Saturday. I should probably put a post on about it too.
Victory brings immortality!
Doesn't even scare me anymore. Haha, it only fucks with you guys now. We are done cleaning grain bins, for the fucking love of God. I'm so happy about that. I really wish I had like a coyote tan. This might be a close enough thing to coyote tan. I gave you guys the warning. That's exactly the color I want. Now, if only I didn't put it right there next to an actual color I was using. Let me mix a little bit of water in there. We'll give this man tan pants. I will say, doing pants colors where I'm like not doing all blue jeans and stuff, it's kind of a pain. Just all of that. Actually, this makes it a quicker paint job. Why does this motherfucker have 2 shooters? I should have gave him the grenade. You know what? I'm asking a question about orcs. The answer should be obvious. Because... yeah, I knew it as soon as I said it. I'm like, you know what? That's a dumb question. Orcs is the reason why. Ooh, I might have to go BRB. I am gonna go BRB. We will be right back. I'm gonna kill my microphones. Alright. I'm back. Oh, my toes. I almost smashed my toes. That would have been a bad time. Let me put my microphones back on. Y'all don't need to hear me. Go to the bathroom. I'm not one of those fucking streamers. One of those weirdos. So are we just gonna do the no oil trick again? Make the dirty shirt? Yeah, we are. I can still do that as checkerboarding, so I have no problem just doing the dirty shirt. It's also very easy to do. Get some no oil, water it down. It also just looks like he's a sweaty orc. Which is, I do believe orcs actually sweat. I don't know 100% orc lore, but I'm like 90% sure they actually sweat. And that's how they spread their spores. Go ahead. It's very simple. I like to keep all my paint jobs super simplistic. Actually, not only am I using water to do this, I'm using dirty paint water. And I just realized I painted the wrong fucking... painted the wrong gun. I have to paint this one. That's fine. That's fine. Actually, where is the metallic? We'll hit the studs, just like all the studs in chat. That felt really weird to say. I'm never going to do that again. No studs in chat, only soy boys. It felt so weird to say. I take it back. I take it back. You're lagging? Oh no. Don't tell me it's me that's doing that. Checkerboard, that can be blue. Says the guy who's down bad for goth girls. I kind of did just out you in front of everyone. Brother, I don't know what that means. That's not true. That's not everyone. I'm not going to say it's not me, but it's not everyone. I wouldn't deny. I'm neither confirming nor denying anything. Orcs being able to sweat? I thought that's how they got their fungus out. I thought that's how they spreaded their fungus. Then again, it might have been old lore and it might have been retconned. Do orcs piss? It's like such a stupid question. Do they piss? To piss or to not to piss? That is the question. Is that supposed to be, but they smash homies? Or is that supposed to be humies? Because if it says humies, then it's fine. If it says homies, that's a way different thing. Set the scale down to be printed off. Good luck, man. Then again, if it's only 20% scaled down, you should be totally fine. I don't see any reason why it would fail. And I know it's my dyslexia probably just kicking in to where I read homies first. It's funnier if it says homies. Brown orcs. You're just making... Nope. Can't say that. I'll get in trouble. Many pixels are self-supporting. Should be fine. Pre-supported a lot of work, different printers. Most likely. Over-supported anyways. 99% of the times they're over-supported. Okay. Stippled orange into all the parts that are supposed to be metallic. And then give those a heavy dry brush of lead belcher. Yeah, but bro, I'm sloppy. I'm sloppy when doing that. That's why I do it with the smaller brush. Barely any views. That might be because it's AI. There's a lot of... I'm not going to be that guy, but there's a lot of stuff that's 40K related, where it's just a shit ton of AI, and like the whole video is AI. I mean, people... I say people let people do whatever the fuck they want to do, but if a video is entirely made with AI, YouTube needs to tell you. Making malware that tells resin print all the way down to puncture the screen. You can do that. All you gotta do is click start and not clean your print bed. That's how I broke the first screen on my LED printer. You remember that one that I had to replace? I didn't clean the printer bed off, and I went to go print something else, not realizing I forgot to click, that I forgot to clean the vat, and there was something in there, and that's what broke the screen. That was a giant pain in the ass to fix, by the way. Only details left? Good. Oh, see, I don't know how I'm going to paint vehicles yet. I have a war trike that I'm going to do, but I have zero idea how I'm going to paint him. But the orcs themselves, they're easy. They're ghillie-doo green. Also, I have to base paint white. This is my skin tone. It's all that I use. I don't know oil the skin tone. I don't do none of that. I just use ghillie-doo. Just leave it the way it is. If it gets into recesses, it'll create dark spots of its own. I don't have a Docker rig. Oh, I do have a Docker rig. That's the mech thing. Yeah, I do have one of those. Yeah, but I don't know how I'm gonna paint it yet. I know how I'm gonna paint the orcs on it, but that's easy. Paint the orcs like I do everything else. All the other orcs. Hopefully that one fella took my advice. Somebody answered a YouTube comment, or they left a YouTube comment saying how they, I saw it this morning, and they were talking about how they keep trying to paint minis, and they keep just doing the same practice minis, and it's not coming out any better. And I'm all like, bro, at this point, just paint your minis. And if somebody like says it's not good enough, fuck that person. Don't compare your shit to anyone else's, not even mine. Because you don't know whether or not they've paid a professional to do it, which is a lot of people who judge based on paint jobs. Probably paid someone to fucking do it. Or they're just being a cunt. And don't worry, I got the down under pass. And if you don't care about that, well, don't be a cunt. I could really give less of a fuck if I had the pass or not. No wonder YouTube doesn't push the channel. Yeah, I have no idea if I'm going to do... The Docker rig is mostly black. If that's the case, I need to prime it black. And only prime the characters white. I could do that. I'm trying to think. I guess we'll find out on the. I'm not gonna do that. That's what the little towel guy shows up for. I guess we'll find out on Saturday when I isn't gonna be so upset, dude. I'm not even gonna have gamer subs for it, man. I was hoping to have gamer subs for that stream because I'd be like, oh, you wouldn't know how I stayed awake for however many hours it took to paint this. Gamer subs, please sponsor the channel. I'm not gonna beg for anything, man. That's not what the channel's about. I have never actually had gamer subs. YouTube fucking muted that. I was trying to find, because like my favorite flavor is green apple. When I chewed tobacco, I chewed green apple, skull apple. Green apple's always been my favorite, so I've tried to find a green apple flavor, and I've not been able to find it. I'm gonna order some maybe tomorrow, just depending on how much it's gonna cost. It's like $40. No, there's people there. They're just chilling. And people do just sit and listen to paint. I need to... No oil. Not no oil. What the fuck am I thinking? Oh, there's like two brands. Basically, I like the regular chicken one the best. Because, I'll tell you a game changer. I will tell you the biggest game changer if you're making ramen. Especially the chicken one, you can do it with the beef one as well. If you are making it with something, and you know how you go to drain the ramen, you put the flavor packet in. Instead of using water, use chicken broth if you're doing chicken, or use beef broth if you're doing the beef flavored ones. And that will make it incredibly better. That is the way to do it. Why did stream go down? No, don't you dare fucking tell me stream just went down. So that's, in my opinion, the best ramen. Is if you use broth. If you use not to cook it in. Well, I never tried it to cook it in, but if you like do the seasoning with broth instead, it will make it taste a lot more chickeny. It was very good. I did in America. You can buy it by the 24 pack. I bought two things of broth, like chicken broth, and it was good. Yeah, what brand? That's a good question. There's only two brands in America, and one's gross and the other's good. I can't remember which brand I get. Because I didn't get any last week. Which probably will change this week, because I'm going to have something to eat on the 24-hour stream. No. Use the flavor packet, but just add the broth of whatever you're making. So if you're making a beef ramen, you use beef broth. And if you use chicken broth. And it makes it so much better. I am No. I am from the Midwest. The good old heart of America, where we hate the city that lives closest to us. And our roads drive like, I almost said crackpots. Because I was going to say crackheads and potholes at the same times. Nope, Midwest isn't even West. So I'm Central. I was almost going to say I'm Central America, thinking like Central of America, and then you guys would think, oh, you're in fucking Panama? And you guys, and British and English people say our geography's bad because we don't know Europe. The only thing we know is we saved your ass during 2 world wars. That's right, baby. Back-to-back champs. I'm not going to go into that because I don't have the energy to just be like, woo, America! Hey, you also thought I was going to have an American moment when some random person pulled in my driveway because his car was broken down. And I was like, oh, well, someone's in my ground or on my lawn. Gotta go shoot him. I do call it Arkansas because it's funny and it pisses people off from Kansas. Or, I'm sorry, it pisses people off from Arkansas. Because it is not called Kansas. It's called Arkansas. It's called Arkansas. And you know what? I've only ever met one person from Arkansas. Now, I will say no offense to anyone from Arkansas. It was in basic training, and this dude looks like his father fucked his own sister. And he was the result of that. Dude. I understand how mean that sounds, but it did look like his father and mother were blood related. Because you'd see this guy and you're like, I was just like, oh my god, bro. Oh my god, such. Oh, he was rough. He was rough to look at, and he had a really weird shaped head. Oh, I didn't paint the top of this. I'm just doing standard colors. I'm not doing like crazy stuff. North Dakota is so unpopular. When you go to North Dakota, they give you a thing and goes, yeah, I know, we're the last state you came to see. Because people will travel across all 50 states. That would be like traveling across of all of Europe and down to Africa. Actually, better yet, that would almost be like driving around the entirety of Australia. That's right, Aussies. I know how big your country is. That's like a 3-day drive, for sure. I have only been to Illinois, Iowa. I was down in Texas for a very short bit. Oklahoma, which just fucking sucked. Because it's Oklahoma. Wisconsin. Indiana for a night for a fire convention thing. Missouri. And that's it. Why would I go to Canada? So I could get stabbed in Toronto? I mean, I like the cold, but wasn't there, and I don't actually know the answer to this, wasn't there Prime Minister pedophile? I'm sorry, PDF file, I can't say that on YouTube. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. I'm asking, because I'm pretty sure he was. Pretty sure he was in Minecraft. He had PDF files in Minecraft. Why would you go to the USA? We have ranch dressing. We have ranch dressing. That's the reason why. Well, apparently it's not that fucking good. Dude, I saw after the World Cup, I saw like TSA containers full of ranch dressing because people were trying to take it back home and they couldn't. We have actual cool firearms that people can go shoot. You can go shoot a tank. There's multiple places where you can go just shoot a tank. If I ever get married and I get to have a bachelor party, I want to go shoot a tank. That'd be dope as fuck. You can't tell me that wouldn't be dope as fuck. I don't care. You're German, so I'm gonna guess you're German because I think you're in Germany. Something tells me you're in Germany. Maybe you prefer more of the bug extermination type. Oh, that's a falsification. Pizza is mid across the board. No, you could shoot like Shermans and stuff. Let's hit this. Oh shit, I still gotta do the wrappings. Shit. This is the reason why I wanted to take this off. I have to paint his arm wraps on the inside. Okay, I want to hear food hot takes. I know my food hot take, pizza's mid. Everyone looks at me really weird when I say that. And I'm like, bro, pizza is okay at best. I never, you know what I say to myself? Whenever I think of pizza, like, oh, I have a pizza in the freezer or something, I go, you know, I think I'd rather eat a 9mm instead, honestly. I think I'd rather eat anything else than pizza. It's so bad. Because everyone's like, oh, just get pizza. It's easy. It's simple. It's like, bro, I fucking hate pizza. I fucking... Whoa. Bacon's bad? What kind of bacon? You talking that fake Canadian shit? Why you guys? You can eat raw pork without worries. That's how you get worms. And in Japan, it's not raw. It's just undercooked. Because I know that's a thing. I know it's a thing. It's like a pork tenderloin fried, but it's not like fully cooked. Again, a really good, easy way to get worms. No, worms in your butthole. Because when you eat something like pork, that's how you get worms. You should never, ever, ever eat undercooked pork or chicken. Chicken will give you salmonella, and pork will, in fact, give you worms. So you're going on the tapeworm diet. Don't make a eating people in a kebab joke. Don't make eating people in kebabs joke. Don't make an eating a person that got turned into a kebab joke. Okay, I said it 3 times, so I'm not going to do it. Yeah, that's right, I know about that. I think if I go to Britain ever, I would never, ever, ever, ever get a kebab. What the fuck just happened? Oh, fuck. I think I just killed my camera. Hold on. Okay, camera's back. Yeah, but you have other problems with with things in Germany. Your previous track record for World Wars. Your previous track record on starting World Wars. How's chicken gonna give me salmonella? It's a burden of... shut the fuck up. Fuck, I need, what color do I need? I need my leather. We are gonna get this guy done and probably call it. I'm like fighting to stay awake. Unlike yesterday where I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking staying awake for this. Tastes like the long pork. Or that's not what it's called. Long pig. I grabbed leather. It's for his goggles. Soylent's kebab is people. Those people were weak. A certain 1940s Germany would have also said the same thing. Actually, Germany did carve up Africa a lot too. Yeah, British people don't got room to talk. Stolen land. You guys stole people. Oh, you didn't necessarily steal them. They were sold by other people. You know, America might only be 250 years old. But that's 250 years we didn't have to fuck everything up beforehand. We got only 250 years of fucking up. How old's Germany? How old's Britain? You really want to go there? I need to hit this. And also, who keeps your gas prices low? That's right. It's America. You want to know where 90% of our gasoline, our oil comes from? Fucking Canada, bro. It comes through a pipeline from Canada. And how many underage minors do you have drinking in said pub? While watching a football game? Why am I like throwing so much shade at chat? Oh, I still need to paint this man's teeth. Excuse you. Some fucking stupid... You know what? I'll say it. Some fucking stupid Iranians attacked a civilian ship again. That's the reason why the conflict started back up. I don't see any other countries helping us push their shit in. Considering the fact it's fucking Al-Qaeda. I'm sorry. It's the Taliban that is running Iran. Is it Iran or Iraq? Whatever fucking Middle Eastern country. Pretty much the exact same. One's mostly mountains. The other's also mostly mountains. And if you get upset about that, cool. I can't remember which one got taken over by Al-Qaeda. I really don't fucking care. It doesn't affect me that much. That'd be like getting upset because your heating bill went up because Ukraine was fucking invaded. I need a small brush. Ow. There's a tiny brush. Who the fuck started it in the first place? Israel. Tell me I'm wrong. They started it like 30 years ago. Frankly, if they wouldn't fuck with the price of oil, I don't think America would even be there. truly, honestly, I don't. No, I don't know who the fuck that is. Do you think I keep track of poops? Yeah, I don't keep track of popes. And honestly, it's about 3 generations ago's fault more than it is anything else. Excuse you, the Pope is from Chicago. The current sitting Pope is from Chicago. Bro is from what is called in Chicago by people who are retarded, Chirac. That's not true. A generation's 20 years. A new generation is every 20 years. So it's like 15. 15-ish. More or less. Alright. We got 2 more boys done. We'll finish this one up tomorrow morning, more than likely. They don't really take that long to paint, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so in that case, how fucked up's the world because of your country? Unless you're lucky, your country was the Soviet Union 40 years ago. You Eastern European head ass. Generations vary from family to family? No. Generations vary by 20 to 25 years. The Eastern European slander. Hey, you're not the only one. I'm also calling it. I'm calling it now. We got 3 of these boys. We got 2 more boys done. And then their kids are the next. It's not a period of time. I've always been told it's been measured by a period of time. Anyways, we'll be continuing to work on these tomorrow. Actually, it depends. It depends if it's raining tomorrow. We'll continue painting orcs, and we will not continue getting political because you fucks just want to blame the war on everyone else. But you know what's very funny? If I found out about this, is Turkey's involved in a pact alliance with some other fucking country in the Middle East, and if they get attacked, that pulls Turkey in, and if Turkey gets pulled in, everyone else in NATO gets pulled in. So guess who's gonna have to join the war eventually? Again, it's all mostly just jokes, and bro, who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? Shit's gonna happen. All the governments suck cock. Don't pay your taxes. End of stream.